Today, I'm going to tell you the story of the Geyser. No, not
Geyser.
but Geyser. These are an incredibly rare phenomenon, with only about 1,000 worldwide. A million or more years ago, a plume of molten magma intruded close to the Earth's surface. The heat from this intrusion recrystallised the overlying rocks, making them hard and brittle. Fracturing and, therefore, permeability of the rocks resulted from this. And some pockets or chambers remained below the Earth's surface. As water infiltrated the surface, this groundwater began to collect in these chambers as well as in the cracks in the rock. We know these as conduits, which are channels for conveying water. Water collected in these chambers, known as reservoirs, and the conduits until they became full. In most areas of the world, the rock separating the magma chamber from the layers above is thick enough to absorb much of the intense heat, protecting the layers from it. However, in a small number of locations, this rock is very thin, meaning that the intense heat is transferred to the layers of earth above the rock, including the water within these reservoirs and conduits. And what happens to water when it's exposed to intense heat? It boils, and the state changes to steam. The steam, anxious to move about, finds its way up through the conduits, forcing water above to spill from a vent in the ground's surface. As water spills from the vent, the pressure in the chambers drop, which allows more steam to form. Eventually, the pressure in the reservoirs and conduits becomes too great, resulting in the water and steam being ejected with great force into the atmosphere. Now, empty and alone, the chambers continue to collect groundwater. And the cycle begins again. Remember, this phenomenon is incredibly rare, with only around 1,000 of these worldwide, mainly in Iceland, the US, Chile, New Zealand and Russia. The name geyser comes from the Icelandic word for to gush.